Hey there, Cancer. Welcome to your reading for August 2021. We are just going to jump right in here, Cancer, and we are just going to see what is going on for you here. My mind is already blown because literally I just did a reading where I was talking about how I felt like in August, it's kind of struck me as like a development month where, and like, imagine like a baby developing. The stingray here is about developing a backbone. It's like something is, solidifying. Something is becoming more real or more solid in life. And boom, that's all I got to say. I feel like for a lot of you, and you have my birth card right here, the world. But let's dig into this here, Cancer, and let's see what we have going on for you. You have the Stingray. Again, this card is a card in this deck that is about developing a backbone or, something kind of becoming more solid. And this is the Tarot of the Wild Unknown Animal Oracle, Cancer. So I do feel like something is becoming more solid. Something is becoming more real in your life with this card, and it's like you're bringing something down to earth here. Let's see. Yeah, you have the Knight of Wands as well, card of adventure. You have the Chariot, the World, the Fool. Like, are you kidding me? Some of you could be just going on vacation, of course, which would be nice, but that's obvious. But I would also say this could be some sort of adventure that you're going on. You have the High Priestess, the Ten of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles. This is one of those readings where I feel that it's like you're, again, watching something develop. It's like there have been moments in my life where it's like I said, like, oh, wouldn't it be nice if, and insert whatever after that. And then it actually happens, right? Where it's like something I didn't actually think was going to happen ends up happening. I'll just tell you a story as well. I was thinking about purchasing this building, and I was going to use it as a studio, and it was like a little bit of out of reach, right? But then I went through the process, and I almost purchased it. I ended up backing out, but the fact of the matter is that it was something that wasn't real. It was something that was like probably not going to happen, and then it almost happened. So I get that feeling for you here, Cancer. Again, I'm not saying this to brag, but I'm just saying this because, again, I get that feeling for you where it's almost like you're saying something. Like, wouldn't it be nice if I had this relationship, or wouldn't it be nice if I had, this house or a building or a car, or whatever it is, that you desire. Because you go from the High Priestess to the Ten of Cups here. You have the High Priestess, Ten of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. It's like the universe is like saying, you want this? Here you go, Cancer. Boom. Ace of Pentacles. I feel that the universe is at least showing you a plan or a way to get something you want to have. Ace of Pentacles, Chariot, Emperor. Literally a plan. The universe is like saying, if you allow me to guide you here, you're going to be successful. I love this reading for you, Cancer. Again, August is, I've only done 2 readings so far, and it's looking like it's going to be a good month. High Priestess is something entering into your awareness. It's like you becoming aware of something. Something that you desire to have, something you want. It is a card of needing to trust your intuition, but it is a very good card. Ten of Cups is fortune after difficulty. And again, I feel just intuitively, I feel like this reading is like the universe like saying, you want something? Here you go. This is how you get it. Boom. So you're at least getting the plan. Yeah, you have the King of Wands. You're going to have to take action. King of Wands is about confidence. It's like one of those things where it's like, again, I can think of a lot of examples where I've seen people do things where people who are more capable can't do them, if that makes sense. Did that make sense what I just said, Cancer? It's like I've seen plenty of people who shouldn't be able to accomplish something. They accomplish something that someone who's more capable can't, right? It's almost like, and the reason is, I think it's confidence. I think it's the King of Wands energy. I think it's the boldness, just willing to try something. It's like, I'm sure you've seen, like, I don't know, I'm sure you've all worked with that one person, right? Where it's like, this person's a dummy. How are they getting raises and I'm not, or how are they still here and I'm getting laid off or whatever, right? We've all had those experiences. So, and again, I feel like it boils down to confidence. So I feel for a lot of you, if you are just confident, I know it sounds ridiculous, but why not try it? People always doubt this stuff. They always say, oh, it doesn't work like that. I'm like, yeah, but you know what? This is free, right? False confidence is free. And I'm not saying you're being a faker or you're being a poser. It's just, you're just being confident, right? You have the Star, some sort of wish coming in for you. This is a good reading, Cancer. And the Five of Cups. Again, it's all how you look at it. Five of Cups. He's crying over these spilt cups here, crying over spilt wine, but there are 2 cups behind him, and if he were to turn around, he would not only see those 2 cups, he would also see that bridge that leads to the castle. So I feel like for a lot of you, it's kind of like you need to see, I feel like I said this to you recently, Cancer, in one of your recent readings. This is another one of those readings where I feel like it's saying, don't ask, like, I feel like you need to ask how you can do something. And I feel like that's what you should be focusing on the how, not the can't or won't or whatever. And that's really what this reading is asking you to do. I feel like there's a lot of success coming in for you here. And the star is like a wish or a wish fulfillment coming in for you here as well, Cancer. I really like where this reading is going for you. I feel like there's a lot of good stuff coming up here. So this looks really good, Cancer, so far. You have the Dolphin Spirit. This card literally says this and that are true. Literally, this card says whatever you believe is the truth. Literally. So it's like you can see one side is true or the other side is true, right? And again, I can think of a million examples where it's like, and I think that's what people need to realize about life. It's no coincidence either. I think that part of Neptune and Pisces, which I'm always talking about, is the fact that Neptune and Pisces is here to teach us that it's like whatever we believe is true. It's like nobody is right or wrong. Everybody is right and wrong at the same exact time. There's a mind effort for you, right, Cancer? It's like, so basically whatever you believe is true. If there's something you want, if you believe you can have it, you will have it, is what this card is saying. It's also just saying that there might be, hidden information in another kind of belief system, and this could be about business, it could be about work, it could be about pretty much anything. It's like, it's funny because if you don't know, when I was younger, I ran a marketing agency, and that was my own, and it was pretty successful, and it became more successful when I started not listening to anybody, when I started just figuring things out on my own. And it's like, even on this YouTube channel, there are so many things that I do on this YouTube channel that don't work according to the experts, right? And it's like, YouTube, if nothing else, YouTube has really kind of confirmed to me that we should be figuring things out on our own, basically. It doesn't mean you can't take advice. It doesn't mean you can't see if something works. I do it all the time. I go to some experts, and sometimes what they say works, right? Absolutely. But I'm going to figure it out on my own. And I'm also going to try the opposite as well, which I do all the time. And so I feel like this is saying, kind of like be open to all ways of doing things. And that will it'll just kind of like give you more tools on your tool belt, right? I feel like making sure that you kind of follow multiple schools of thought is a good idea. I always talk about a book too. I think it's a little bit of a hard read for most people. I mean, I don't really enjoy reading for the most part. I love listening to Audible books. I don't think this book is on Audible, but it's called Prometheus Rising, and it's like one of the experiments, or whatever you want to call it, that he has you do in that book is to, again, is argue things that you don't agree with in all areas of your life, or kind of look at the other side, basically. And again, it's not so that you change your beliefs. It's so that you add more tools to your tool belt. At least that's how I take it, right? So I feel like that's kind of like what you're doing here. You have the Page of Swords, Chariot, you showing up in a very strong position, and the Two of Cups here. Definitely, I feel for a lot of you, this could be love coming in for you. I do feel someone could have their eye on you here, Cancer, or you have your eye on someone. So, take it how it resonates. Could be a water sign, a fellow water sign, could be an Aquarius, could be an Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, or Leo right here, or an Aries. Could be any sign. This is a general reading, but I do feel like there could be a perfect match coming in for you here with the Two of Cups, something that you resonate with, like a person that you resonate with very deeply. If you're not looking for love, like I said, I feel like you're being curious about other ways of doing things in all areas of your life, business, health, kind of like all this other stuff. I've talked about this before. I don't think it's funny if you like on YouTube, if you search any diet, it's like, every single diet, all the videos about the diet are like, this is why this is the only diet that works, right? And that goes for every diet. If you search anything else about anything, it's like, you're always going to find these videos where people are like, this is why this is the only way to do things, right? The funny thing is, I think in the near future, basically people are just going to want to be healthy. It's like they're not going to say, oh, I'm this diet or that diet. They're just like, I'm going to eat healthy. That's probably like the place that we're going. I'm not, and again, I'm sure I'm going to get a million vegans, keto people, everything commenting down below, telling me how I'm wrong, blah, blah, blah. Great. But what I would say here is I think people are just going to eat healthy in the future. Same thing with like any other belief that you could possibly imagine, right? It's like people are just going to kind of just be open, and it doesn't mean you're not going to have your own beliefs. Doesn't mean you're not going to be unique or anything like that. It just means you're just going to be open, right? And I kind of feel this openness here, Cancer. It's a good thing. It's like you're becoming more open, more well-rounded as a person. Very personal reading. Not a personal reading, but very personal, like about you. So I like it. You have the Three of Wands here, Cancer. For some of you, I do feel like either you or a person has been waiting to make an approach. This could be a good thing, though. Coming up as the Three of Wands could say that someone is getting ready to take action. You have the Ace of Pentacles again. Definitely, I would take this offer. Whatever the universe is offering you, I would go down that path. Again, at the beginning of the month here in August, like if you're watching this before August, then again, I feel like this is something that's going to kind of maybe enter into your awareness at the beginning of the month. So maybe it hasn't happened yet for some of you, of course. But I feel like you're saying to yourself, wouldn't it be nice if? And it's like a dream, or something that you never thought you could have. I run with the thought. The Chariot is all about, he is leaving a city. And those two sphinxes, they are not attached to the Chariot. They, and it kind of represents the fact that it's like he's trusting that the universe is going to guide him towards what he wants. So we have to kind of live by inspiration whenever we enter into these Chariot type energies, right? And so what the hell does that mean? Well, Chariot is as above, so below. He has stars in his canopy. Living by inspiration means that maybe you want to attract love in your life, and maybe you feel like going to get a coffee, right? And I'm not saying that's the only thing, but maybe that's what you feel like doing. Most people would say, that's not going to help me get love, right? So this is a problem with the law of attraction, is we kind of judge what we are led to do. We don't, it's like if we, a lot of people just want to attract $1 million, and it's like they think, then all of a sudden maybe their intuition tells them, quit your job, move to Fiji. And people are like, I can't do that, right? And, but maybe that's exactly what you need to do if you want to make $1 million, right? So it's like, we need to trust our inspirations, whatever they may be. And again, usually it's not like that. Maybe we feel like we need to watch a bunch of YouTube videos, but maybe those videos teach us something that is going to lead to us making $1 million. So, or attracting the love of our life or whatever. I think we have to take some actions or do things a certain way. And this is saying trust your inspirations. You have the Knight of Pentacles here, and of course you will do the work, of course, like I said. So, you will be inspired to do things, and Knight of Pentacles is you taking the action to do those things. It could be an earth sign coming in for some of you here. I do feel like a very cautious energy. We kind of talked about this, so there could be a person who is being a little bit cautious at this time, making a move towards you. It is what it is. Next, you have the community card. Again, I feel like every single reading I do for you lately has something about teamwork in it. Teamwork is going to be very important at this time. Teamwork makes the dream work. So anything you could do to work on a team, to work with other people, it's going to be very beneficial for you, Cancer. So don't be afraid to work on a team. You have the Emperor, the World, and the Fool showing up in this row. Again, I feel like you're being guided towards the steps that you're going to take to live whatever this dream is. The Star and the Ten of Cups is amazing. It's like fortune after difficulty and abundance and just good things coming in. The Emperor, I feel, is the plan. It's almost like the universe is guiding you towards something here. Again, I feel like, it's hard to, without knowing what you're trying to manifest, it's impossible to give everybody advice. But what I would say is that, it's kind of like one of those things where maybe you want to attract a bunch of money. And so maybe all of a sudden you get offered a job with a friend. It's like, it's not the job that is necessarily going to maybe give you all the money. It's like what you learn at the job that's going to make you a bunch of money, because you're going to maybe realize something. So I feel for a lot of you, it's like you're kind of living by, needing to live by something here. Is popping into my head. I feel like the message I'm getting, like I said this a couple weeks ago, I think it was to you. It's like, how would you live if you knew that you were never wrong, right? It's like, I think people watch tarot. I love tarot. It's what I do for a living. But at the same time, I feel like it can be toxic. I feel like also if you're having a hard time making decisions, it can also be a problem. But it's like, what if you just, every decision you made was right? You didn't have to think about it. It's like, how would you live? I feel like that's almost how you're living, where you're just making decisions. You're just doing things right away and not hesitating, because you're never going to be wrong. Imagine what that would be like. And that's kind of like what I'm getting here. It's very inspirational. I like this, Cancer. A little weird, but I like it. And again, I feel like you're being given this plan, but it's not like a plan that somebody gives to you. It's like you're being guided, if that makes sense. For others, I feel like you're ready for this new beginning. So definitely taking a leap of faith. Let's get more details on what this new beginning could be for you, Cancer. You have the Ace of Swords, a victory. Love that. Two aces next to each other is a yes to any question that I haven't answered, so definitely a yes. You have the Page of Cups here. Definitely could be love coming in for you, and it could be someone coming in from a distance. World, Three of Wands here, long distance type situation. The funny thing is the world would represent a move. So, usually when I get a reading like this, it would tell me that you could just be meeting someone from a distance. And what I mean by that is maybe you have a job and someone gets hired. Maybe they just recently moved to the area. It's like you're meeting someone from a distance. Maybe you are moving, and if you are moving, there's a lot of moving energy here. It's like the move is the thing that could lead to love. A little confusing because, again, a move could also be you changing jobs. Like maybe you're not moving, maybe you're just moving jobs, right? And so a move is definitely going to lead to, something that you desire here. And you have the Death card. Definitely could be a Scorpio coming in for some of you. But this is like a major transformation, which I feel like your last reading was all about a transformation as well here, Cancer. So I do feel like you're undergoing a significant transformation here. But it's like the best way... I overcomplicate this as usual. The best way I could kind of sum up this reading, I feel like you're adding more tools to your tool belt by staying more open. And this is a good thing. It's going to make you successful faster. So definitely a good thing to be doing. But I love this. So thank you for being here, Cancer. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. Also, feel free to like and subscribe. Really appreciate the support. But thank you, Cancer, and definitely enjoy your month.